Welcome back to the show. I don't know. I don't. I don't know what I just did. Anyway, so welcome back. So as you know, I'm talking about I did part one, and it was about to cut off, so I had to do part dos, un do, trois. Anyway, so yeah, I want to do part two on. So what I did, I covered just in the part one. I covered just really encouraging you to just leave these people alone, like leave people who aren't treating you right, who basically they don't want you, or they just want as much as they can take from you, and they will continue to take what they can from you. So this is me encouraging you to just basically, what I did in part one is to basically stay away from people like that, because then you're gonna have to deal with a whole bunch of baggage with yourself and trying to fix yourself after you just dealt with all of that. And trust me, that's a step. Sorry, boyfriend. My boyfriend just playing games and stuff. So yeah, I just want to encourage you, like, you should leave them alone, because if you don't want to deal with the baggage, because then you're gonna have to like get yourself help or therapist or whatever the fuck, and you don't want to deal with that. Like, trust me, you don't want to deal with all of that shit. So yeah, so I told you about the qualities. What else? Now I want to speak about yourself. What issues that you might be dealing with as a person that makes you keep going into these negative coping strategies, where you're coping by entering these relationships that aren't good for you, but you might feel like you need these relationships. So I want to explain certain things to you so you could understand why or what you can do to get out of these negative coping strategies. So, if you find yourself continuously, because like me, if you find yourself continuously, like, for some reason, every person you like is just a horrible person to you. Yeah, you might have good people here and there, but if you see you have an overwhelming amount of people treating you like shit, then yeah, and I'm not saying it's necessarily your fault. I'm just saying, like, let's be honest. Sometimes people start off as good people and then they turn out into pieces of shit. So that's fuck boys. We all know fuck boys. But what I want to tell you is that, sorry, boyfriend. So yeah, so what I want to tell you is that it's not necessarily your fault, because fuck boys will be fuck boys, but and they most likely won't change, by the way. But what I want to tell you is that I want you to identify the strategies. I mean, not the strategies, but the own flaws in yourself as to why you are doing these certain things. So, if you find yourself like continuously putting yourself in situations like these, you might have codependency. Now, codependency happens when you've been abused in like your teenage years, emotionally or physically, by a parent, and you've been taught to basically deal with their bullshit. So instead, you learn to deal with your parents' bullshit, so now you start dealing with other people's bullshit, when instead you should have been cutting them out of your life. So what I want to tell you is that you need to, either you talk to a therapist or you research it. You need to find ways that you could stop depending on people. And you might need to find fulfillment in other places, maybe writing, drawing, music, singing, whatever. You do whatever you can, and whatever. If you have little issues with those, you can start small steps and you can get where you need to go. So when you look into your codependency, that will help you go into fuckboys and not knowing that they're fuckboys, but when you go to them, they treat you like shit, and then you find out they're fuckboys. So this will help you nip that shit in the bud, because you don't want anyone you know or your children learning to deal with that shit. You want to break the cycle for yourself. Break the cycle and help break the cycle for younger girls who are going into that and don't even know, and these niggas are treating them like shit, and they don't deserve nothing. They don't deserve the coochie, girl. They don't deserve it. Oh shit, video's about to end. I think so. Yeah. Alright, so peace out. And I will continue part 3 of this video. So, bye-bye.